Record gas prices hitting consumers' bottom lines. While off the charts, labor and input costs hurting retail margins. It's a combo that our chart master says will lead to more pain. Let's get to Carter Worth of Worth Charting. Carter, what are you looking at?
Well, all sorts of things. And we're going to get down to Lulu, which has earnings next week. But just think about what would be the worst possible thing one could be in right now. A boat company like Brunswick or Polaris Snowmobiles or Harley Davidson, Winnebago. These things are purchased with leverage, and then you drive them around at a high cost with gas soaring. And they act terribly. So do things like footwear, Crocs, Foot Locker, McDonald's, Starbucks, restaurants, Urban Outfitters, Gap. The consumer's under pressure. You can see it in the stocks. Let's look at a few tables and try to figure the way forward. The first is simply this. This is a trailing 12-month fact. The S&P, despite its volatility, is still up 16%. The consumer discretionary sector, as constructed by Standard & Poor's, is up 11, and the equal weight sector is down 1.7. That really tells the tale. Now look at this comparative chart. This is the S&P, and it's comparing it to the SPDR S&P Retail ETF, which is about 110 names. It's got everybody in, from Amazon to Walmart to Foot Locker, and all the stocks in between. And look at that divergence. That could be considered an opportunity, but I think it's a problem. It's weakness that suggests something is wrong. So another table. Now this is 6-month trailing performance. Take a look. Crocs, footwear down 50%. There's nothing to do with Gap, which is down 40. There's nothing to do with Lulu, athletic wear, down 20. Nothing to do with Cheesecake. I've given you random stocks to make a point. That's bad action compared to on the bottom, XRT down only 18, but then that in turn is much worse than the S&P. It's a bad setup. Let's look at two more charts. First, a comparative chart of Nike versus Lulu. They're like railroad tracks. Nike had earnings, it popped a little bit, and now here it sits. So we've got earnings, final chart. Lulu, it's up against the downtrend line, and the question is it really worth it? If I were long, I think I'd sell calls against my position. If I had really the choice, I just wouldn't trade it.